All right, so let's look at these math fact families. This first house we're looking at has the number 8, 3, and 5 in it. Remember, there's no other numbers that can go into this house except 8, 3, and 5. And we're going to move these numbers around to make a math sentence. So remember, when we're doing addition problems, you always put the two smallest numbers together and they will equal the biggest number. And when you're taking away, you have to start with the biggest number and take one of the smaller numbers away, and it will equal the other smaller number. So here's the 8, the 3, and the 5. And right here is where we're going to move them over. Now you can either click on these and move them to the space, or you could write the answers with a pen. All right, this first one, we have the number 8, 3, and 5. So let's start with this number 5. We're going to say 5 plus this 3 equals 8. So I'm going to go ahead and move these over. 5 plus 3 equals 8. All right, let's do this. Let's make sure we're right because we want to make sure that our answer is right. So if we start on the 5 right here and we jump 3, 1, 2, 3, we land on what number? 8. So that is correct. All right, let's do the next one. So we said that was 5 plus 3 is 8. Now let's go the other way. 3 plus 5 equals 8. So let's go ahead and grab this 3 plus this 5 equals 8. Now again, you can type these in. If you have to put a text box, or you can write them. All right, let's look. If I started on the 3 and I jump 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where do I land? On the 8. So that is correct also. So now we're going to do the takeaways or the minuses. And remember, when you take away, you have to start with what number? Right, the biggest number, because you're going to take the biggest number and you're going to take the smaller numbers away. So we're going to start with the 8. And if you look, Mrs. Sparks helped you. She put yellow where the biggest number is supposed to be. So we're going to start with 8. And we're going to say 8 minus 5 equals 3. So there's 8 minus 5 equals 3. Let's make sure we're right. I'm going to get my pen. And we start with 8, and we're going to take 5 away. 1, 2, I'm jumping 3, 4, 5, and here it is, 3. So that is correct also. 8 minus 5 equals 3. Kind of hard to jump on these lines with this pen. All right, we've got one more. We've got 8 minus 3 equals 5. I'm going to go ahead and move that one. 8 minus 3 equals 5. All right, let's go to the number line and see if we're right. Start with 8 right here. We're going to take 3 away. 1, 2, 3. And where did we land? On the 5. So that is correct also. All right. So we're going to do another one together. And this time I'm going to use the pen. So for those of you who have a hard time clicking on it and moving the numbers over, you can use a pen. All right. So now we're over here with the number 10, the number 9, and the number 1. And remember, there's no other number that can come into this house except 10, 9, and 1. So we're going to use the pen this time. And we're going to say 1 plus 9 equals 10. So I'm going to put a 1 here. Plus 9 equals 10. Now we're going to come over here and see if we're right. If we start on the 1 and we add 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That equals what? 10. Good job. All right, so now we're going to do the other addition. Remember, we take the two smaller numbers and it's going to equal the biggest number. So if we did 1 plus 9 equals 10, this time we're going to do the other way. We're going to start with the other small number. 9 plus 1 equals 10. So we're going to say 9 plus 1 equals 10. And if you look, we just kind of flip-flop these numbers around. It was 1 plus 9. Now it's 9 plus 1. All right, let's go to the number line and see. 9 plus 1 equals what? 10. Good job. You guys are so smart. All right, now we're going to do the takeaways, the minuses. Remember, we always start with what number? Right, the biggest number. We're going to say 10 minus 1 equals 9. So I'm going to write 10 minus 1 equals 9. So let's go over here. 10 minus 1 equals what, everybody? 9. Good job. All right, so now we're going to still start with 10. We're still starting with the biggest number, except this time we're going to take the other smaller number away. So we started with 10 and we took the 1 away. Now we're going to start with 10 and take 9. 10 minus 9 equals 1. 10 minus 9 equals 1. All right, let's start here and make sure our problem's right. We started with the 10. We're jumping back 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 equals what? Whoops, right here. 1. Good job. So we got that one right too. Okay, so Mrs. Sparks did all these for you. Now it is your turn to do the next slide. So when you get here, I'll leave this one here as a sample, and you can come here, and it's all set up for you. Remember, in this house, you only can use 3, 1, and 2, and here are the numbers. In this house, you can only use 6, 4, and 2, and here are the numbers. I did make them yellow. You can't see it very clearly, but it is yellow there to where the biggest numbers go. Have fun.